the things that Meghan Markle truly feels has damaged her brand. And you might think, absolutely, when you think about this, that it might have been, of course, you know, the South Park debacle, the one where they had the worldwide privacy tour, mocked both her and Harry, and then, of course, that followed into Family Guy. You would have thought that she may have cited something like that as being part of one of the problems. But according to a source, Meghan Markle literally blames one person for the whole anti-bullying thing and the bullying thing inside her time at the palace. And it's all down to this individual. Let me explain. Hi, nice to see you. Thank you. We'll have a lovely wave. Thank you for your time today. And as I often say, welcome one and all brand new subscribers. Thank you for enjoying the more longer video. I'm glad you enjoy that. Got many more planned, so do stick with it. I think you enjoy them. I enjoy making them for you. And it gives you a chance to get a little bit more in depth, as I've said. I've been lucky enough to interview, meet and talk to a lot of people that are now free of NDAs and out of the employ of Meghan and Harry. And there are quite a few, as you can imagine. And so consequently, they're ready to get their story on track. I think what's going to be interesting is one or two actually are planning to get together to put a book. So that's going to be fascinating, isn't it? And I'm sure many are talking to other authors right now. Obviously, you know, they want their version of events out there. And why not? Rightly so. It's a little bit like this particular story. Meghan and Harry cite this bullying story about them, which has never truly gone away, as you can imagine, right, chums? The bottom line is, for them, it couldn't have come as a worse time. And she felt, of course, that the late Queen, Queen Elizabeth II, well, she should have come on board better and faster and defended her. And Meghan truly was absolutely 100% steaming when that wasn't the case, because she felt this could have been nipped in the bud. And the other side of the coin, to share a balanced view, as I often say here on the show, you have to be impartial, you have to present both sides. Meghan basically claims that had she been a man, people wouldn't have literally called her a bully, just somebody who wants to get some things done. If you remember, she famously said that it wasn't her job to mollycoddle people into doing their job. Now, when you work inside the palaces, I have to say, in a balanced view, there are people who have never had proper jobs before and seemingly lifting a table as a sort of mighty thing. Very difficult. But I'm not saying those are the people that are associated with Meghan. But you know what I mean? They've had easy lives. Meghan and Harry literally cite, as ever, we have to say allegedly, this man, Jason North, as the person who was literally the catalyst to bringing their empire down. This is because he revealed, as we now know, all the things behind the scenes, and they felt they could trust him. You have to remember, they were trusting him, with him giving information to the author, and I use that term loosely, who wrote that book, right? And of course, he put out all that information, and then when it got too much, it became very difficult for him. Now, again, here's where it gets interesting, because Mr. North has recently appeared on an Australian TV documentary all about William and Catherine and their sort of bad year that they've had. We all know about that. I don't like to push it forward. I like Catherine. I'm honest about that. Should I say the Princess of Wales? Don't tell me off, but I know. When you've met her, you know, you are allowed to slip up sometimes. I know you watch this, Catherine. I know you do. You see, I like to share things. And the thing is, when you met Catherine, she's just a nice, down-to-earth girl. You know, you just feel like you've known her years. But what's interesting, though, is he's been detailing her bad year, you know, the cancer, everything, the remission. And apparently, Harry and Meghan now see this as sort of certifiable proof that he literally was the enemy all along, seemingly because he's just talking about his former employers and defending them, saying what a difficult time that they had and how they weren't able to tell the children and, you know, that sort of stuff. Nothing negative towards Harry and Meghan. They always have to find a victim. And according to a source, and this is where it gets fascinating, is Mr. North apparently better look out, because Meghan is on the warpath looking at certain things and wants to be sure exactly who revealed what and whether, of course, this could be reverberating back to him. The only thing he did, in my opinion, was to simply get mixed up with the wrong people. Clearly, he saw himself as a messenger, the sort of go-between trying to please the employer, and when it backfired, naturally, he did the honourable thing and resigned. But the bottom line for Meghan and Harry is they can never, ever take the blame themselves. Clearly, they got caught out for whatever reasons, and the bottom line really is they should just take ownership of it, draw a line and move on. But according to Meghan herself, it's simply the fact that people still refer to her in the bullying light that upsets her so much. As ever though, never anything about the poor person that went through a terrible year of illness, right? Neil Sean, Kensington, London.